part of this project at various stages has helped us to attain the first steps towards being there. Now, because when you are small, the scale at which you can internationalize, that is always a big question. The advantage is that like a good student, the template that was given by the Rishi strategy document, a bit about the institutional international strategy, the international offices and academic services, mobility, learning, teaching, assessment programs, synergies, usability, sustainability, and the financial context. And in the making of this plan, we were helped by our international office, which has just been created. Just as the project started, we had a full-fledged Directorate of International Collaboration and Exchange that came up at the university. And also individual inputs that I got from the departments. And of course, Rishi team would brainstorm at various levels, at various points of time. Now, Goa University did not really have a formal internationalization strategy as such, or a document as such, which could lay down the broad contours of, okay, how we should internationalize. The paradox is that Goa is an international destination. All of us know that. But Goa University still had not reached a stage where it could be stated as a destination for international students. So what we thought was that based on certain linkages that individual faculty members developed, plus the kind of support that we usually get from the governmental agencies, the ICCR, etc., we created what earlier was a small subsection within the Office of the Registrar, which was foreign students, then to the Directorate of Foreign Students, and finally leading up to the Directorate of International Collaboration and Exchange, which now has streamlined the procedures a great deal. Over the years, our efforts have moved. Of India is very actively promoting now is the Study India program. And the Study India program of Goa University started 2 decades back. I joined Goa University 2 decades back, so the program actually started with me. Which started as a bilateral collaboration with Nihon University, Japan, where at that point of time they were interested in knowing about sending their students to get exposed to Indian society, culture. So we prepared a small 6-month module for those students, and somehow that program has sustained gone on. So that was the larger mandate that the international section within Goa University created for itself. And the template that we have for the next 3 years, given the background of this, is that, what we are doing at the moment, preparing a kind of a comprehensive internationalization plan at Goa University, for which this document will certainly feed into fairly well. We would also be taking a very comprehensive review of the MOUs and the performances that have been there as far as the actualization of these MOUs are concerned, and the SWOT analysis of the same. We also wish to work on why have some MOUs worked very, very effectively and why some haven't worked. So, I was talking about the Study India program at Goa University. The one with the Nihon University, Japan, has worked very well, whereas another SIP that was penned down with the Nordic Center didn't do well. So apparently, there were some costing issues because the academic department which framed the SIP with Nordic Center, which was focusing on India's foreign policy and relations, perhaps was priced very high. So these kinds of issues as to which programs are more attractive to foreign students, what kind of strategy do you have to follow. So we are planning to do a comprehensive review of all that, and most importantly, now that our international office has come into existence, we would like to strengthen both the staff and the mandate of the same. I've already spoken about our international office. As I had said earlier, in the beginning stages, it just used to be a small segment within the registrar's office. But over the years, we have now created a full-fledged Directorate of International Exchange and Collaboration, which has merged the Director of Foreign Students as well as International Exchange to streamline it. So the Directorate works under a Director Foreign Students, Director International Collaboration and Exchange, but then he is also advised by a larger committee which is there. What we would be proposing as far as the next 3 years are concerned with regard to this Directorate is a strengthening of this office by appointing a full-time nodal person as far as the Directorate is concerned. Because as of now, and I think the same must be the case with many other universities, that it's one of the senior faculty members who is the Director of International Exchange. But there is no permanent staff to man the Directorate. Pune University, I'm sure it must be different there. The advantage of having a full-fledged staff member focusing on international collaboration is that his mandate would be very clear. He would certainly be acting under the directions of the Director. And then he would be able to identify more specifically what are the issues involved, whether it is the academic component, the administrative component. We would also like to see an expansion of the staff at the Directorate of International Collaboration Exchange with multilingual capacities. Finance, of course, is a major issue. We have to fight for greater financial allocation within the university system. The plan is, well, I feel very, very limited to speak that we have 20 collaborations as of now, and Pune University told us that they have 2,000. But from 20, we would like to see it grow to 50 in the next 3 years. And certainly, we would like to establish better communication channels with Indian missions and other agencies. International mobility and internationalization of institutional culture. Well, most of it is actually governed by the existing arrangements which are there as part of the MOUs that exist, where very clear procedures are laid down, which includes how to resolve the issues as they come up. The mobility regulations also are communicated during the calls for procedure. All our details with regard to the MOUs that have been signed are listed on the website. Some of our existing student mobility programs exist with the universities like CS Polion, Nihon University, University of Palermo, Argentina, and DHBW Ravensburg. I will not pronounce the full name, it's very difficult to